Welcome in, everyone. I am Ariel Onstad. Thanks so much for being here in the 1 o'clock hour. It is great to see all of you. We've got a lot of news to get to, and I want to start with a developing story that Fox 5 News is following. Let's get out to our Tanya Mendoza, our assignment desk manager, who is tracking the latest. Tanya, I understand you've just dispatched choppers somewhere. What is happening?
Yeah, the helicopter's over right now, and this neighborhood in Villa Rica on Jada Lane, we received an email to our newsroom at around 12:14 where someone said there was tons of police officers over in this neighborhood. We did confirm with the Douglas County Sheriff's Office that they are out there assisting Villa Rica Police Department. We're trying to get more information. We do have people in the neighborhood giving us a call about this situation, even someone saying that the pool is closed out of precaution and safety to residents there because of what is going on. So there's a live picture with the helicopter, and we'll keep you updated on this story, Ariel.
Thank you so much. We will stay tuned. As you get anything new, we will check back in with you. So I'll let you get back to it. I know you've got more reporters to send to various places. So thank you, Tanya. As we continue along here at 1 o'clock, you guys, let's talk about something that I know many of you have seen by this point. And if you haven't, let me introduce you. We are taking a look in New York City at the Empire State Building, where it appears two people scaled the Empire State Building and got engaged. We have been watching this unfold throughout the early morning hours, or actually not early morning hours, just a few hours ago and up until this moment. Looking up to my right, live pictures, as you can still see here, from the Empire State Building. So this has been unfolding for just a little bit now. And as far as what we know the purpose of these two people to be, we're still working to figure that out. When they got to the top of the Empire State Building here, they unfurled a banner that appeared to promote world peace. This incident happened around noon, and it quickly caught the eyes of onlookers below and sparked a frenzy on social media as people were trying to figure out what these two people were doing on top of the Empire State Building. Once they reached the top, the pair, it looked like a man and a woman, raised a flag that read, quote, "When the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace," end quote. They started their descent around 12:30, just before one of the other climbers proposed to the other on that spire platform. So you can see them working their way down right there. NYPD helicopters were seen hovering around the climbers as officers responded to the building. We still don't know their identities or how they even managed to reach the top of the building. This is pretty incredible. So we will keep you updated as we get more information. In the meantime, let's bring you a little closer to home here and talk about what is happening here in Atlanta. Of course, one of the big stories, FIFA World Cup. We've got a match going on right now with the Democratic Republic of Congo and England playing at Atlanta Stadium. Of course, later this evening, Team USA is going to take on Bosnia and Herzegovina, and that is a highly anticipated match. Team USA hoping to get a win, of course. So let's talk about the latest unfolding outside Atlanta Stadium with our Tyler Fingert, who is standing by. Tyler, it is great to see you. Last I checked, the score was 1 Democratic Republic of Congo, 0 England. What is happening? What's the atmosphere out like where you're at? Tyler, it looks like we can't hear you, so hold on just a second. I'm looking off to my right. I do see levels on your news source here on the wall, but we may not be able to hear you. So not sure what is going on there. Oh, I think we're on the wrong page of audio. Let's flip over to the pink page real quick and try unmuting you and seeing if we can hear you. Tyler, I hear you now. Great. Let's bring you back in. And as you were, what were you saying?
I also do believe I'm hearing myself. Yep, and there we go. So let me pull out my earpiece here. Clearly routed to the wrong channel in our system there. But let me just talk about it. So yeah, you said that it is 1-0 right now. The Democratic Republic of the Congo up right now, but we're at halftime. So we're waiting for them to take the field once again. But I want to talk about some breaking news right now. Just moments ago, as we were waiting for you to come to us while you were talking about the breaking news and where Skyfox 5 was flying, we actually just saw a woman try to have breached security here. GBI agents rushed over and cuffed the woman. She was just taken inside, and clearly they're going to handle her just moments ago. That this all unfolded right at this gate, gate 1 here at Atlanta Stadium. It's unclear exactly what she was trying to do, but we just saw the woman. We could hear security screaming to shut the doors, to not let anyone inside, and that woman did almost get in, and then they were able to close the door real quick, and that GBI special agent came over and cuffed her. When we saw her led away, her hands were behind her back, so it's not clear how she was able to get through the initial fence here before she got into the actual building, but obviously that is something that we're going to work to figure out. Unclear if this is something that they've had happen before, but things like this are not supposed to happen when it comes to security, and there were lots of questions. But other than that, it's pretty quiet out here outside of Atlanta Stadium. That's because everyone who is in this perimeter where we are is inside enjoying the game. There's a lot of security out here right now, but there is a lot of excitement. So before the match got underway at noon, we heard from fans from the Democratic Republic of the Congo who were just incredibly excited to be here. And this is a Cinderella story of sorts, because they are ranked 41st in the FIFA men's rankings, and so they are still here at the round of 32, taking on England, which is a traditional powerhouse when it comes to soccer. I mean, they are a good team, and this is the first time that the Congo is appearing here for such a monumental moment in the FIFA World Cup, and so they are obviously hoping to pull out that win. And as you mentioned, Ariel, they are up 1-0, and so we talked to fans who came from Canada who actually boarded a bus yesterday, took a 20-hour bus journey to get here. I want you to take a listen to what they had to say and also what English fans had to say.
I got the information like 24 hours prior to this game. So they called me in the evening asking me if I'm available today. So I canceled my shift and decided to take the bus for 20 hours plus. So we just arrived right now. We changed, and there we go. So we are ready to beat England.
You don't want to get ahead of yourself. You don't want to look past Congo or whoever it may be in the next round. But taking it one game at a time is how you manage the heartache. You can manage your emotions. But we're just glad to get to the game today. Excited to be in Atlanta. We live here. We got a couple of people visiting from England, a couple of people in the States. So definitely glad that the World Cup is here. And
good
glad
chance to show the country off.
We're here for it.
To be
exactly.
honest, great chance. I think America, Canada, and Mexico, they've done an incredible job so far. The tournament's unbelievable.
Yeah, and so this is, again, the first time the Democratic Republic of Congo has appeared in the World Cup since decades ago, and I think it's been 5 decades or so since they last appeared. So obviously super excited to be here and super excited to be a part of this. They're truly the Cinderella story right now, making it into this tournament and continuing on. And so we're going to have to wait and see. Halftime should be still going on, looking off to the side at where I'm monitoring the score. Yeah, halftime is still going on here at Atlanta Stadium, and again, the DR Congo up 1-0 right now against England, so we're gonna have to wait and see how the final 45 minutes play out. Remember, this is now our first knockout stage match here in Atlanta, and for people not familiar, that means you're gonna have to essentially, it's a win or go home thing, and so there's no draw here, so they're going to go to extra time and then possibly penalty kicks if England is able to even out the score, Ariel.
Tyler, what an action-packed morning into afternoon you've had there. I understand it is the Democratic Republic of Congo's first time in 52 years in a World Cup. I know they've been facing so many challenges, and just to be on this stage competing, to have gotten this far is such a dream. I know they want to go all the way, and I feel like Atlanta is a great community for the Democratic Republic of Congo to be able to have this match. There's a great diaspora, and I know Atlanta is going to show up in full force, a lot of these fans. On the other side, there's also a lot of English fans here in Atlanta, so I'm curious, as you've been outside of the stadium, have you gotten to see people going in? Would you say like there's an even number of fans on both sides, or does it seem to be skewed one way or the other?
I mean, hands down, I'm going to have to say that there are definitely a lot more English fans here than DR Congo fans. But I mean, that's obviously by the very nature of just where these countries are in the world and how easy it is to transit. I mean, there are a number of London flights here to Atlanta every single day. So there is that. But just looking around before the match got underway, you saw a lot of English gear in comparison to DR Congo gear. But I'll tell you, we did see plenty of people repping the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So I'm sure it's not going to be even in there in terms of the cheering. But clearly, I mean, with the score right now, clearly the Democratic Republic of the Congo is getting a lot of support since they got that first goal so far.
Yeah, Tyler, I love the perspective. Thanks for telling us what you're seeing and hearing out there. And really interesting with that security incident as well. I do want to acknowledge that since you talked about it earlier. I know you'll stay on top of it as you're able to get more information from law enforcement. So that is something I know you'll stay tuned to. Tyler Finger, thanks so much. I will let you get back out there and information gather as we continue here at 1 o'clock, you guys. I am taking a look at where we are headed next. So it looks like, it is a really hot day outside. We're taking a look out here to Sandy Springs King and Queen buildings. You can see I-85 there. So let's bring in an I-75. So actually, let's bring in Lauren Robinson to talk a little bit about what to expect with our weather forecast. You guys, Lauren, I don't think it's surprising that it's hot outside in July, but it is one of those things maybe people are maybe wondering, is there going to be any relief anytime soon?
Right, and that's probably the question more so than how hot is it going to be. It's how long is this heat going to stick around? Because now we're a few days into the heat and humidity. So I think people are going outside and expecting it to be terrible out there. But like you said, I think people are also wondering, when is this going to end? And the unfortunate answer is the summer. So it's not going to end for a few more months, roughly. But we can get a tad bit of a break next week as those temperatures fall into the 90s, but even that is still below average. Highs near 91 degrees, still above average for this time of year. Right now we're seeing the temperatures at 91 degrees in downtown Atlanta. We're at 93 in Covington. We're seeing 94 over in Rome, 92 in Athens. So all across North Georgia, those temperatures in the upper 90s. And watch this, when you factor in the humidity, what does it feel like? It feels like 99 in downtown Atlanta. In the last hour, we had feels like temperatures at 100 degrees downtown. Other areas, 104 in Rome and in Athens. So that's going to continue to get warmer as we move through the rest of the day. Outside of that, we're going to possibly see maybe a pop-up storm, mostly west of Metro Atlanta, as we move through the rest of the day. So we go through our Wednesday, we look for a few hit or miss storm chances, and the same goes for our Thursday and even into our Friday. So the next few days, we continue to be mostly dry, but we will be watching for a very isolated storm chance here or there. So as you take a look at today's severe weather outlook, we've been upgraded to a level 2 across a good portion of North Georgia, and that includes downtown Atlanta. So certainly something to be aware of if you have outdoor plans. Maybe you're going to FIFA Fan Fest or celebrating World Cup outdoors, anything like that. You want to watch for some strong storms this afternoon, with damaging winds being our biggest threat. We could also see maybe some hail and some increased lightning. The same goes for tomorrow afternoon, where we're still down to a level 1, but we're going to continue to watch for that factor as we move through the rest of the day. So we move ahead to our 7-day forecast, which is really going to continue to be the bigger story as we go through the next few days, because while we do have maybe a hit or miss afternoon or storm chance, the bigger story is really the temperatures with the heat and humidity. We're going to continue to see heat index values upwards of 100 degrees up to around 110 as we go through our holiday weekend.
Lauren, just incredible. Thanks for the update. We will make sure to stay hydrated and safe if we're outside. I know the Peachtree Road Race is this Saturday, so we're going to be prepared. Lauren, thanks so much. You guys, coming up next, we're going to have more news headed your way. Welcome in, everyone. I am Ariel Onstad. Thanks so much for being here at 1 o'clock. Let's talk World Cup, specifically the United States men's team and how they are hoping to survive a round of 32 match tonight. They're playing in Santa Clara at a San Francisco Bay Area stadium, and our Ashley Dvorkin joins us live from there now. Ashley, it is great to see you. I understand the excitement is off the charts. I know so many who are really hoping that Team USA can continue and go all the way. You've heard from the men's team up before this match. What are the stakes? What's the latest?
Yes, well, good morning, Ariel, from the stadium where just hours from now the U.S. men's team will take the pitch, and this is a very high-stakes match. And they're approaching every match the same. They don't take any lightly, but they also said it's the World Cup, so they treat each one like it's a final. And they're going to give it their all. That's what we heard, including from Christian Pulisic. And we saw him back closing out the group stages. So I'm sure that we'll see him back on the pitch today for this match, where if they win, then they go to the round of 16 up in Seattle, and I hope to follow them there as well. Ariel.
Ashley, I hope you can, so we can continue chatting about this. We're in this expanded World Cup, expanded World Cup scenario where there are more rounds of matches, which is just incredible. There's more that the teams have to survive to get to the end. I understand you're there in the fan zone. What do we expect in terms of the atmosphere? It is much earlier where you're at there on the Pacific Coast, and the game is not until tonight. When do you expect things to start to get crazy?
So, yes, I was in the fan zone earlier today, and the fan zones open about 3 hours before the match. And that when I was in Seattle for the U.S.-Australia match, there were fans lined up the moment those doors opened. They came in. There was a lot of festivities happening. They're all celebrating together, no matter what team they were supporting. There's activations, kind of test your own soccer skill activations, and of course, lots of souvenirs that they can pick up. But also throughout the Bay Area here, I know there are so many watch parties. Some of them, the festivities are going all day. And here we can expect as many as 68,000 fans to be packed into this stadium. The fans have really come out to support their teams throughout the tournament. According to FIFA, we have had record attendance at every single match, all 72 matches leading up to this point. Ariel?
Ashley, thank you so much for the update. I understand if Team USA wins, they would progress to the round of 16, which I know we are crossing our fingers would happen. I will let you get ready for the rest of your morning there in California. Ashley, thanks so much for joining us live, and I hope we see you again covering Team USA here beyond this evening. So thank you so much. All right, guys, as we continue here along at 1 o'clock, let's talk about some other news we are following a little closer to home. We've seen a lot of different watch parties. Today, we have English fans gathering, we have Democratic Republic of Congo fans gathering, and Atlantucky Brewing is the official watch party for Team Democratic Republic of Congo. Our Chris Rosenthal joins us there live now. Chris, I see a lot of attentive eyes on the screen in front of you.
Absolutely, a lot of Congo fans here, really a lot of soccer fans in general, but a lot of Congo fans. Like you said, this is the official satellite embassy for Congo and for the Congo fans right here in Castleberry Hill neighborhood at Atlantucky Brewing here, really right down the street from the stadium. So really in the shadow of Atlanta Stadium, in the shadow of this game that's going on right nearby. But yeah, this place is full of Congo fans. They have been on their edge of their seats watching this game. Been excited, been cheering. When that goal was scored in the first half, they were really loud, really cheering, really excited. And I've got Scales here. He is from Nappy Roots, and he is one of the owners here of Atlantucky and hosting this party. And tell me, I mean, what do we have in store for people showing up here today?
First of all, Atlantucky has great beer, great food, and the most important part is we're welcoming to everybody, to all fans, England fans, Congo fans. We want this to be a safe spot for everybody to come watch the game.
And you know, you guys, how'd you guys get to become the satellite embassy, if you will?
Well, over our years of being in Castleberry, we made a lot of good friends with different people. We became friends with Salini and Voila Congo, and we just nurtured that relationship over the years, and here we are with Congo actually being one up on England, and you know, they know us as a place to come watch the game and have fun.
It certainly is a big place to watch the game. The crowds have been showing up here. You know, you were telling me earlier you weren't really a soccer fan, but you've kind of come around, huh?
I don't know where I've been my whole life when World Cup happens, because I don't know how I've missed this amazing energy, but I love it. What it is soccer fans, it's more than just a game. They bring their culture. The culture is just as important, and it's beautiful to share all these different cultures in an honest, innocent, competitive game of soccer. So it's beautiful, man. I'm glad that we can be a part of it.
Awesome. Well, I'll let you get back to watching it and cheering on Congo. You're rooting for Congo, right?
Cheers. Go Congo.
Yeah. And got some Congo fans here. Got Jamima. She's from the Congo. You live in Atlanta now, though. But tell me, how's it been watching this game?
It's been stressful, but it's been good because we made the first goal, so it's been stressful. I hope we're gonna win.
Yeah. What was it like when you saw that first goal scored?
Pardon?
What was it like when you saw that first goal being scored?
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that we scored the first goal against England. That's a very big nation, so I'm very proud. I feel very proud of our team and our country.
Well, we're excited to watch with you here at Atlantucky. All these fans, you can see, I love the expressions. I love the excitement you see on these people's faces. You know, the winner of this game will go on play Mexico on Sunday. So just super excited. We'll be out here all afternoon with these fans.
Chris, I love the energy and the excitement. It looks like the score is still 1-0 for Democratic Republic of Congo. And I know you're going to be there to capture the rest of the excitement through the afternoon. So Chris Rosenthal, thanks so much. Live from Atlantucky Brewing. You guys, we're showing you the Democratic Republic of Congo fans and how excited they are for today. Let's show you the English fans who are equally as excited. Earlier this morning, our Paul Milliken met an electric crowd of English fans. They were loud and proud, rooting for their team, as you might expect. Let's check it out.
How excited are you to get in there?
You need to be speaking to a proper English fan, not
You're right.
these two.
Come on,
not these two plastic English fans.
That's right. Okay, so tell me right. Okay, now where are you from?
I'm from Southwest London originally.
Okay,
but I actually live in Orlando, Florida.
Okay, so you're up from Orlando right now.
Yeah, but I've been going to World Cup since '86 in Mexico. You weren't even born then.
Amazing. Oh, sadly, I'm an old man. I was absolutely bored. But let's talk about your favorite World Cup memory then, of the World Cups you've been going to.
My favorite World Cup was by far and away Japan and Korea in 2002.
Yeah.
Me and my mate Tom Cook, who works for Channel 9 in Orlando, TV producer.
Yeah.
We saw 11 games in 15 days, and we went to South Korea 3 times to support the US national team.
That is amazing. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling about the match?
We're all going to Mexico on Friday afternoon, so England need to win.
Okay.
Because if they don't win, we're not going to Mexico.
All right, so specifically for the three of you, Three Lions needs to come through. What is it like if people have never been in person to a match, a World Cup match? What is the energy like?
It's just incredible. Nothing beats it.
Yeah.
Back in England and Spain and Germany, the club affiliations are massive, but just like you see with the thousands of Colombians, Argentinians, Moroccans blowing around, when it's your country, it means something special.
Absolutely. Well, it's so great to see you. Okay, so you finally got some extra fortification here. What is this? What did you order?
Ham and cheese toasting.
Very nice. All right. Well, let me know how it is, because I still haven't had my breakfast yet. Gentlemen, have a great day. Enjoy the match. Very cool. Folks who are here, well, from Orlando.
Oh, Paul, thanks. What a great time. Love to see everybody showing out for their teams. Let's talk a little bit about the World Cup and some of the frustration that fans have faced, because with the 2026 World Cup, we've seen a steady demand for tickets, but not necessarily a steady supply or a supply that people can even afford. There's been steep competition, very expensive ticket prices, and then maybe you even buy your ticket only to find it's not where you expected it. That's something I've heard people complain about on StubHub, for example. But let's talk about a group of Georgia Tech students who are trying to address how to find those tickets in a way that suits you. DoorTix is a system founded by Georgia Tech students, and I'd like to bring them in to talk about the system. You guys, it is great to see you. I'd love to introduce you all. I have Arena Saxena, Georgia Tech student, Dhruv Narang, a Georgia Tech student, and Shinhai Chen, also Georgia Tech student, here with us. So guys, thanks so much. Tell us about DoorTix.
Yeah, so we all want to go to the World Cup, but it is just so expensive. DoorTix helps fans get tickets without overpaying or giving into price gouging. For the World Cup, prices move really fast, so we use real ticket data to predict a smart price that could actually hit. For today's England DR Congo game, the lower bowl tickets on our website were just around $400 to $500, while many fans we know paid closer to $800 or $1,000. DoorTix watches the market and helps fans buy tickets at a price that is actually a good deal.
Sounds like a really cool system. I'm curious, have you seen people start to use it for this World Cup, and what's maybe been some of the response to DoorTix?
Yeah, so far we've had hundreds of fans use our platform in general, and it has been used by our fans to secure their World Cup seats.
I love the video we're seeing of your group too, just coming up with some different ideas and putting this together. So I'd love to hear a little bit about how you guys even came on this idea. What made you think of creating a system like this?
I think it was definitely motivated by our personal experiences as well. We're college students, we're always on a budget. We want to go to concerts, sports events, make memories. But it's always been really tricky from what we've heard from our friends, from our colleagues, and that's something that we wanted to fix. And now that we're dealing with bigger scale events like the World Cup in Atlanta, or even like bigger concerts, I feel like that has provided like the perfect background for where DoorTix fits in, and how we can help ourselves as well as like hundreds of other fans go to the events that they really want to go.
Yeah, because, you know, you think about it, maybe you have a certain amount of money you would spend for a sporting event, you know, a concert, that sort of thing. Like, say you want to spend $500 and you're not really sure how to find a $500 ticket, or maybe you're scouring online platforms and you're not able to come across it. So with DoorTix, it's able to look through those sites for you, I understand, and then automatically buy the ticket when it reaches the price that you're willing to spend. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. So there are two things involved with it. So first, we're using real market data, past sales, the price movements that we observe to suggest our users a very realistic price range that depends on the event and how the pricing trends have been in the past years as well. So it's not a random lowball number that sounds nice, but like never hits. It's a price that saves that would still save fans a lot of money compared to what they might usually do with, as you said, scouring across 5 different platforms, refreshing constantly. And then another thing that we do is that when the market does hit that price, I think we strike and then we kind of secure their tickets in that range, enabling the fans to get the cheapest tickets that they can get possible for that event and ultimately save money.
I love it. Curious, how can people use DoorTix? Is it an app? Is it a website? How can someone, if they're listening, streaming along here with us, and they say, I want to know more, how can they use it?
Yeah, of course. So right now we currently have our website live at doortix.com. That's DOORTIX. And users can go there directly and place their own orders right now and set their own budget for each event.
Okay, cool. I feel like this is something that is this the World Cup the first time you guys have rolled this out, or has it been tested so to speak beforehand at other events?
Yeah, we've had multiple other events, like for example, Bruno Mars. We have multiple people that went there for $100 as compared to the people that were sitting next to them going for $300 for practically the same seats. And then the same for like Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande and so on.
Wow, man, I feel like it's something as you're raising more awareness and showing people how you created this. Someone's sitting next to someone else and they start talking ticket prices and it's like, my goodness, you paid $100 for the ticket I just paid $500 for. Interesting conversation. So before I let you guys go, anything else you want to share with our audience that I didn't ask you that you feel like they should know about DoorTix?
I think one thing that we definitely want people to take away is what our ultimate belief happens to be, which is that fans ultimately should spend more time being excited about the memory that they're about to make rather than worrying about whether they're getting priced out of it, which is something you mentioned as well. These events that we cover, concerts, sport games, events like the World Cup, they happen to be emotional. There's something that people save for, they plan around, they travel for, they remember for years. And somewhere along the way, currently how the market is for the ticketing industry, I think buying tickets has started to feel less like excitement, more like stress. So this is exactly where we come in. We're reducing the guesswork. As I said before, we're using our data to help fans understand a realistic price. It's like having an advisor in your corner that's helping you save money, but also make memories. As my co-founder Shanghai also mentioned, our website is live at doortix.com, which is spelled as door and then TIX. And we also have our Instagram and TikTok channels where we share fan experiences, because ultimately we believe this is not just about the transaction. It's about helping people get to concerts, games, World Cup moments, which they've been looking forward to without feeling like the market was stacked against them. So
I think it's, with dynamic pricing and just some of the different ways we've seen the market change, it can be super frustrating. And so having something like this that's able to help you find the cheapest price and take out that stress a little bit is really helpful. So thank you guys for joining us live, talking a little bit about your platform. I appreciate your time. I'll let you get back to it, and I'm sure I'll see you again. So thank you so much for being here with us. And you guys, as we continue along here at 1 o'clock, we've got more news headed your way. So stay tuned. I'm Ariel Onstott. More straight ahead. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Ariel Onstott. Thanks so much for being here live with us in the 1 o'clock hour. It is great to see you. So let's talk about some 4th of July travel findings. I'd like to bring in Aleem Ahmed from Hotel Tonight. I understand you're the business lead over there, Aleem. It is great to see you. Hotel Tonight just did a summer travel survey, talking a little bit about what Americans are concerned about, where they're headed this 4th of July holiday. Curious what you guys found out. Where are Americans headed?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm Aleem from Hotel Tonight, and we surveyed hundreds of our guests, and we found out that, funnily enough, our guests are not going to what you would consider the most traditional patriotic sites like Mount Rushmore or the White House or even the Statue of Liberty, but really they're looking for fun and entertaining options like Times Square, the Las Vegas Strip, and Disneyland.
Interesting. I think about 4th of July travel, and it's like maybe families are thinking about where they can spend a lot of time over a weekend or what might be easy with the kids. Did the findings or the people surveyed, did they express any reasoning for why they liked some of those places?
They didn't talk a lot about those places, but what we have seen play out in our data is that, in fact, Times Square is the #1 neighborhood that was booked last month on Hotel Tonight. And Las Vegas was in the top 10. So guests are going to these fun and entertaining destinations that seem to offer a range of options for the whole family, and that's playing out in the booking data.
Got it. Okay, so one thing I know that your data found was that there is a common theme for travelers this year, and unfortunately, it seems to be anxiety. So I'm curious, what are people stressed about? I feel like some of the answers that come to mind are pretty obvious, right? But I'm curious what your data revealed.
Yeah, we found anxiety in 2 places. The first was uncertainty. Guests were concerned about changes in the weather. We know we have an upcoming heat wave, and also cancellations in flights and flight delays. On the second topic, we found guests were really interested in trying to find things that were affordable and enjoyable. So those were the 2 places of anxiety, and we even heard that airports bring out the worst in people. A lot of respondents complained about guests hogging the armrests, and also about folks who stand up even as soon as the plane arrives, and they stand up and try to run into the aisle. So we've seen stress about airports, and we've seen stress about affordability and enjoyment.
I can understand that for sure. I mean, I think of my own self and my family, right? And how we might be trying to save money this holiday season, especially just considering how expensive gas has been, how expensive airline prices, air tickets have been. So I get it. Before I let you go, I'd love to understand, is there anything people can do to ease their anxiety or to have a better booking experience when they're booking hotels for their stays?
Yeah, absolutely. Hotel Tonight is the best app for last-minute bookings. So don't feel too much pressure to plan the perfect trip. You can be spontaneous and flexible, especially with Hotel Tonight. We offer discounts that are typically 27% lower than other travel sites. So wake up in the morning of this 4th of July weekend, download the app, enter in a location or a staycation or a road trip destination, and see what the prices are. We found that it pays to procrastinate on Hotel Tonight. If you book a stay the same day versus 3 months out in advance, you can save up to 20%. So take the pressure off, stay local or drive and avoid those airline prices, and take a look at Hotel Tonight for the best deals across the industry for your hotel stays.
Don't give me another reason to procrastinate now, Aleem. I will do it. I will do it. So this is a good feedback, good advice, and I appreciate your joining us live to talk a little bit about how people can ease the summer anxiety, especially during the 4th of July holiday season. So Aleem, thanks so much for being here, and I'll let you get back to it. Awesome. Okay, great. So you guys, straight ahead, we've got more news headed your way. We're going to talk about some support and relief efforts for Venezuela that are underway here at a local level, especially after those 2 deadly earthquakes struck northern Venezuela. We're going to speak with our Maria Guzman about some of the ways you can get involved and other news items straight ahead. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Ariel Onstad. It is great to see you guys on this Wednesday afternoon. Let's get to some news headlines we're following here in the Fox 5 Atlanta newsroom. I'd like to start off first with a very tragic story we continue to keep you guys updated on, and that would be the mother of a former Atlanta Falcons player was found dead, and a brother in this situation was arrested. He has since waived his first court appearance and did not appear. Ciara Campbell was scheduled to make that appearance in a Fulton County court this morning, but waived the hearing. Police say that the Buckhead home where this unfolded had a history of prior calls for service, including an incident in April. Family members also told investigators the man taken into custody has a history of possible mental health issues. So let's back up here. In case you're unfamiliar or just catching up to this story, let me tell you what we know. A welfare check at a Buckhead townhome Tuesday afternoon turned into a homicide investigation after officers found a 71-year-old woman dead inside of that home. They detained a man who had barricaded himself inside. Family members identified the victim as Natil Campbell, the mother of former Atlanta Falcons player and current Baltimore Ravens defensive end Calais Campbell. However, Atlanta police have not officially released the identities of either the victim or the suspect. We know their identities because of Fulton County jail records and the family sharing information with us. According to Fulton County jail records, Ciara Campbell was booked on charges of murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a knife or gun during the commission of a felony. Arrest warrants obtained by our news station say the suspect used a knife to cut the victim's throat. And while jail records identify the suspect, Atlanta police have not yet confirmed his identity. This unfolded Tuesday afternoon, like I mentioned, and ultimately the Campbell family confirmed overnight that the victim was Natil Campbell, and they are absolutely devastated, as you might imagine. We'll continue to keep you updated as we learn any new details about this situation. Let's talk about the latest with the search for Nancy Guthrie and what we're learning from a Reuters report now, because the FBI believes the 3 ransom notes connected to Nancy Guthrie's disappearance are fake. That is according to a report from Reuters, and an exclusive report, I might add. The kidnapping messages that Guthrie's family and several media outlets received after her abduction were, quote, deemed by federal investigators to be fake communications. Now, ultimately, the FBI says that they assessed the inauthenticity as it related to 2 ransom notes in early February after Nancy Guthrie vanished, and a third, more recent message from someone claiming to know the kidnappers. In the Reuters report, the FBI pointed to a cryptocurrency payment that was never claimed by the note writers. The sender of the third note that TMZ received claimed to have video of the, quote, main guy responsible for Guthrie's kidnapping. In the email, the sender claimed to have had a phone and a secure location containing videos, photos, names, and ages of the suspects. But ultimately, new reports indicate that those were not actually accurate. So we'll continue to keep you updated as we get any new information. As always, you can contact the Pima County Sheriff's Office and the FBI if you know anything about this case. Let's talk about an update we're getting regarding those 2 climbers who scaled the Empire State Building around noon this afternoon. You can see the flag that they raised above the Empire State Building. They have been arrested. As you might imagine, they unfurled this banner midday Tuesday, and then they descended from the top of the Empire State Building's spire. They took photos and selfies before ultimately being arrested. You can see them dressed in black and wearing masks, but no tethers. They balanced on that narrow ledge of the Empire State Building antenna, which rises 1,454 feet above Midtown Manhattan. The banner read, quote, when the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace, end quote. Now, just after 12:30 p.m., they started to climb down, picking their way along to a lattice work of metal to that wider ledge where they set up some electronic equipment, and one of them appeared to get down on one knee. They kissed and hugged and then came back down through the Empire State Building's through the metal lattices, and ultimately police took them into custody just after 1 o'clock this afternoon. Police saying no one was hurt. So we'll continue to keep you updated as we get more information on this case. In the background here, some of our producers have been digging into this situation, and it appears the pair are a couple of performance artists. They have Instagram accounts where they are already posting content from this endeavor, and it appears their names are Angela and Ivan, but we'll keep you updated as we get more official information from police. That is what we've been able to deduce from social media so far. Let's continue along here and talk a little closer to home about some efforts underway to support the recovery efforts underway in Venezuela. So our Maria Guzman joins us live to talk a little bit about this. Maria, I see some incredible items beside you. I understand you're at Arepa Grill and Kitchen and Wine in Roswell. So tell us a little bit about what they're looking for and how we can get involved.
Hey, Ariel. Yeah, we're inside, and these are just some of the donations that people have come here and donated. I want to go ahead and show you guys what they're looking for, right? Key here are hygiene products, right? Medicine, things that they can use over there on the ground, especially flashlights. A lot of people, unfortunately, have lost their life and also have lost their home in Venezuela and are homeless. Another key thing, we need boxes, right? These items all need to be packed in here to be sent to Miami, and then by there in Miami, it's going to go on a boat to Venezuela. So there is a long process here to get all the items from here in Georgia to Venezuela. And so boxes, tape, that's all needed. I spoke with the general manager here at the Roswell location, and she shared a little bit about how this story obviously hits home to her family, and also how the people here are able to help. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that.
I am Venezuelan. My family was affected. My family was found a couple of days after some of my family members were. Some were found. Some don't have electricity, so they couldn't communicate. Of course, seeing these videos is heartbreaking. All of us here feel frustrated because we can't really help. We can't really do anything from here except for donating what we're doing right now. But it's heartbreaking. It's a lot of praying. It's a lot of worry, frustration. It's something we didn't think we were going to see ever. I think the first thing that goes through your mind, honestly, is the worst. It's the worst circumstance ever is that they have passed already, that they couldn't make it out. The situation in Venezuela was already horrible as it was. There was already a lack of resources, a lack of communication, electricity, water, just basic human needs, and just hearing the news, it just makes you feel like there's nothing else worse that could happen now, and it did. So it's just like the worst feeling you can explain is trying to communicate to them immediately, not getting in touch with them. It's extremely frustrating, saddening. Arepa Grill has been working with Principito Foundation for 8 years, so they work with them for anything with AIDS in Venezuela, for school, for supplies. So it's been a communication and relationship we've had for a couple of years. So when this happened, we communicated to them immediately, and they were already ongoing with starting the donations and starting the help, starting the aid immediately. Right now, we do need things like these, the first aids, any first aid kits, any medication. There's a lot of lost children and children without any family members. We do need medication for them, diapers for the babies. I need disposable items or hygiene items for not just the babies, but for women, anything like that, wipes. But the main necessity right now is all of first aid items, all of these things that would help them right now. We have a lot of people without homes, so we do need things like lamps, like lanterns, like flashlights, things of those natures, tents, camps, anything for them to live outside, which is what they're doing right now. They don't have any bedding, any home, any electricity, so anything that's solar as well helps them. Any first kit items are necessity because most of the people that have survived are still in danger. They are hurt, and they've lost absolutely everything. Right now, this is what we mainly need. So right now, these things wouldn't work. Anything in glass containers, because remember, these things are being shipped, they are being wrapped up, they are going to go on a ship for a couple of weeks, and since we're gathering everything together, anything in glass could easily break and hurt any of the volunteers waters or break anything else. Also, we wouldn't really need waters for right now. Any large packs of water, things of that nature, stop the shipment. They are needed over there, but they're a little more accessible over there than us sending them from here. We don't need anything that has already been expired. We don't need any clothes. Please think that this will travel for at least 3 weeks on a ship, so it does need to be able to handle that time. So no clothes, no glass containers, no waters, and just nothing like chips or anything like that. Just more what they really need. So canned items and first aid items and things like these flashlights, anything they're going to need to just survive out there, since many people have lost their home. These items will be sent to Miami, and then from Miami they will be shipped out to Venezuela. We're already, thankfully, we're overwhelmed with the donations, but we're still accepting donations right now, and these will all be shipped out. But Principito will handle most of the other steps. So we need transportation, we need a truck, we need someone who drives to there, and we need a storage space to gather all of these.
Yes, and they are working hand in hand with Principito Foundation. They're a nonprofit here in Georgia, and here in Arepa Grill, they're going to be having actually a donation drive this Sunday, July 5th, and that's going to be all the way from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So anyone can come here, volunteer, and also donate, Ariel.
What a wonderful effort, Maria. This is awesome to see them saying that they're overwhelmed with donations. I hope it continues. It has been absolutely devastating for the people of Venezuela, so hopefully some of these items can help them get the care they need. Maria Guzman, thanks so much for joining us live. I know we'll see you later on in the afternoon. You guys, let's briefly talk about what the Atlanta Braves are doing to support as well, because the Atlanta Braves Foundation is making efforts to assist Venezuela. They are launching a fundraising campaign for organizations providing critical recovery efforts. They are going to match, the Atlanta Braves Foundation will match fan donations dollar for dollar up to $25,000 through Sunday, July 12th. You can also bid on an original painting by well-known Atlanta artist John Hill and autographed by Ronald Acuna Jr. You can find more information on the Atlanta Braves website if you would like to help out and to join the Atlanta Braves Foundation's efforts. Let's talk World Cup here really quickly and how you can score that much sought after FIFA Fan Fest bracelet that Bank of America is sponsoring. In the meantime, while we talk about this and how you can get your hands potentially on one of these bracelets, I do want to let you know at this point, England versus the Democratic Republic of Congo. England is up now 2, and Democratic Republic of Congo is at 1. So 2-1, England and the Democratic Republic of Congo and England match. England was able to score here in the last 30 minutes. So we'll continue to keep you updated on that in the last few minutes that we have. But let's talk real quickly. New Bank of America fan bands. If you want one, you are going to have to stand in the line for it, but there's a new system. We've seen that you have to get to the Fan Fest early, 2 hours before gates open. You'll line up outside the entrance, and 30 minutes before gates open, paper wristbands are going to be passed out to the people who were in line first. Each wristband corresponds with a specific 1 hour time slot for you to come back and get in line to wait for your bracelet. Since you only get your paper band, you can go inside the Fan Fest and enjoy the activities or hang out downtown to kill time before going and getting in line at the Bank of America station within Fan Fest. Just make sure you get there when your time rolls around so you are able to get your bracelet. It is absolutely incredible to see the response to these FanFest bracelets. Keep in mind, if you are also a Bank of America customer, you can go to a Bank of America location and get a bracelet as well. It will just be pre-made. It is not customizable like the one you would get in FanFest. You guys, thanks so much for being live here with me. I'm Ariel Onstad. Great to see you here at 1 o'clock. We have more straight ahead covering the latest with the FIFA World Cup and more news headed your way at 3 o'clock.
to make sure this never happens again. And the reach, as you will hear, of the long arm of the law, that is the United States Department of Justice and our partners, will go wherever we find any one of these gangbangers to be hiding. We will get them anywhere in the country. We will go overseas to get them. And as you just saw last month with...